Hey everyone, it's Geraldo here, and today I'm going to be doing the Paladin High Lord class guide. A lot of you have asked for this one in the past, and it is one of my favorite classes. I use it a lot and it's really helpful. And a lot of people aren't able to get it and want to see what it's like, or a lot of people are thinking about getting it but want to see what it's like first. So today you're going to get your explanation and your guide through. Just a couple of things to note. You've actually got to buy the real life action figure off of HeroMart.com, so there's no way of getting around that, and I'm going to demonstrate that in a moment just so you can see exactly how that works. It's a fun class, and there's a lot you can do with it. So, welcome once again to my room. You guys are actually coming in here quite regularly now. I used to spend like an hour, 2 hours tidying the place up, but now that I'm at college or university or whatever we call it, I'm getting better at organising myself to an extent, so the room only takes 10 minutes to clean, but I still clean it every time for you guys. So here it is, the Artix action figure still in its packaging. I have opened it, and you actually have to open to get at the class. I'm just emphasising this. You have to buy it. You can't actually get the class or the items without having this in real life. Now there's actually a nice little list on the back of the box about everything you get. It includes 5 rare cards for the card game, which I'm assuming you know about, and if you don't, you'll just hang on to them anyway. It includes the Castle and Paladin item set. If we zoom in down here, it's got a full list of everything. Class, armor, weapon, achievement, castle, helmet, the works. And you see this? This is what you get. You get a little card on the inside which actually tells you directly how to get it. So I won't show you my card, but that's what it'll look like. It'd be on the inside, right where the axe is over there. It's actually a pretty cool little model. Just sits there. It moves around and does cool things. I might do some live action with them sometime. That'd be pretty funny, but for the moment, just know that you've actually got to have this. There is a limited edition black version. It costs, if memory serves, $20 US, which is a bit pricey, but you're not paying for items, you're actually paying for the action figure, and for that, I think it's a pretty decent price, and you get a lot in game for it. So if you add it all together, I think it's more than worth it. But personally, don't buy these things unless you actually want what's in it. The reason I keep it in its original packaging is to avoid getting dust on it, because I don't use it as a toy. I use it as a collector's thing to just brighten up my room, and it does that in the box, which is pretty cool. Once you've entered the codes and have redeemed your item on HeroMart, you'll want to go to the Book of Lore, go into the Badges panel, go to HeroMart, and find the Paladin High Lord badge, and then you have either the house shop or the item shop. If you're wanting the class, you can go to the item shop. Don't worry, you can get this all. And within this you'll find the High Lord's battle axe, the class, the armor, which is the same as the class, and Artix's helm, which still smells like his shampoo. These are all 0 adventure coins, and so let you store them in the bank infinitely, but you don't have to. You can keep them in your inventory if you like. Personally, for this class, I recommend using magic enhancements, wizard enhancements, because all of the moves, save for this one here, which isn't the greatest move of the class, are purely magic based. Now, you might want to go for luck, but personally, I go for magic with this class all the time. A large damage output and a good support class. You also want to just be aware of the passives. You've got Soul Glow, which increases your damage by 10%, which is nice. Pure Blood, which increases your crit by 12%. Just as a reference point, most passives only increase a certain stat by 10%. So 12% is a little bit extra, so it does give you a slight edge. You probably won't even notice it, but it will be in play. And then it's got a rank 10 passive called Divine Hand, which is one of the more traditional passives. You've got a next to 0 chance of actually activating it, but when you do thousands upon thousands of damage. So you can never count on it, but when you do, it's a nice surprise. You just hope it happens during a boss and not during a level 5 undead skeleton. So I figured it would just be fitting to train against some undead zombies. The first move costs 20 mana and has a 6-second cooldown. It's purely magic. It's called Purifying Flame. As you can see, it actually does a bit more damage than your average strike, about double. And then it has a good, sizable damage over time. If you see how long it carries on for, you'd realize that it's more like doing 3, 4, maybe even 5 times the damage of a standard strike, because each damage over time hit is about the average strike. Now, your next move, so for the price of 20 MP, it's actually really good. And then if it crits, that's even better. As I've just demonstrated now, your next one, Word of Light, costs 30 mana and has a 10-second cooldown, also entirely magical. Now it's a heal. It just crit, so that's probably not the best demonstration of what it's capable of, so I'll go for it again. It's about 352, so it's a good self-heal in a pinch, I guess. It's not something you always want to be relying on. Now you've got Undermine, which costs 10 mana and has a 5-second cooldown, and it stacks 5 times. This is your one physical move, and for this reason I believe, personally, it can be ignored. What it does, it slows the attack speed of your enemy, unless the enemy is undead, in which case it slows them and it has a chance to strike your undead foe. So as you can see, it contributes, it'll help you take less damage, but it's nothing truly special in its own right. It might come in handy against certain bosses, if it actually affects them. The final move is the powerhouse move. It's called Lightweight. It costs 30 mana, also has a 10-second cooldown, so the exact same as the heal, and it's magical. It damages all enemies in range and reduces their damage for a short time. Now, before I forget, the heal does that too. It actually affects everyone in your party. So now I'll demonstrate Lightwave. There you go. As you can see, it's quite a high hitter, 500, almost 600, critical of 1100. Yeah. So that's the basics of this class in a nutshell, but I'm about to show you what this class is truly capable of in the right situation. Now, the really nice thing about the Paladin High Lord class is that the more people you have in your party, the more powerful it becomes. The maximum you're allowed in your party is 5, so 4 other people, including myself. So let's just take a look and see how much of a power difference this is. It doesn't affect the auto attack, but it does affect the base damage of the move itself, which unfortunately missed. Here we go. 1100. Now that's a non-crit. It went from about 300 to 1100. So just replay that. Dodge. I'll just show you the heal. The heal does 1200. Now just remember that's for everyone on screen. You've got a nice crit there of over 2000. This little move, this silly little move here, doesn't really get that much more powerful, I don't think. I shouldn't really call it a silly little move. It does get better, but it's not really powered up by the class. These two moves are. And then of course you've got your light wave, your powerful multi. As you can see, it just hit 2000 on all of them, and that's without a crit. Now I'll just demonstrate that again, and hopefully one of it will crit. There you go, 4500. So as you can see, oh, saved myself. A crit is essentially a full heal. So as you can see, on its own, the class isn't exactly great. If you've got a full party and you're on your own, this class is amazing. Now just imagine this in a team situation where you've got other people with other powerful classes. This class is an amazing support class and does an amazing amount of damage. It's one of my favorite classes for this reason, because I can support and help my friends while still being powerful in my own right. As you can see, this is quite a powerful class and it's really nice. It isn't going to be around forever. Once the action figures sell out, I don't think they're going to make any more, and so the class will essentially go away forever. So if you want the class, just think about it. There are still action figures, although there's the standard version for $20 and the limited edition for $50. So just think about that carefully. I just want to thank all these guys here. They all chipped in and essentially sat there doing nothing or doing whatever they were doing while I leached power off them because they were in my party. I couldn't have done it without some volunteers. I only know one of them, so they all just stepped in to help when I needed. So I just want to thank them. I'm gonna essentially link their character pages in the description so they get the credit they deserve. So I just want to thank you guys again. You helped make a video guide happen. I've also got the Doom Knight Overlord video coming soon, which will apply with the same sort of principles. So we'll see you soon. Bye, guys. Just as a piece of slightly entertaining trivia, you have Twilly right on the bottom here, sort of crushed. It's pretty funny.